Here on DAZN, we saw him against former interim world title holder Byron Rojas just last year. Tonight, taking on Keith Colon, 5-0, a decorated U.S. amateur, as we mentioned. Close friends with Khalil Coe and Amanda Serrano, we refers to as Big Sis. And Ak, as you mentioned, just the proximity to all those great fighters that he's grown up with, he carries himself with a level of confidence that is beyond that of a 5-0 fighter.
Yeah, I mean, that rubs off on you, Corey. When you're around that level of greatness, you get better as a fighter, but you also get better and more mature mentally around those champions. You know, we saw Keith Colon in Atlantic City last year, late last year in December. A phenomenal performance, and I told Barack then that this kid has a bright future if he stays with this consistency.
Yeah, I seen him before that because I like to watch the guys in the gyms, and that's when you know when a fight is good. Like the OTX Proving Ground is really a good tool to really see good fighters.
Also fought on a big Shakur card in Newark as well.
And he's a Rutgers University student in Newark.
That's right, he's majoring in psychology, and similar to Regina Chavez, another psychology major, he said he's put it to use a little bit in terms of trying to psych his opponents out.
Yes, it might start a trend in these fighters going to take psychology up in school. I like the feint so far that I see from Colon, and the jab stabbing to the body and upstairs.
Oh.
Stabbing the jab, you're making the fighter bring his hands down in order to set that type of shot up.
Colon said he wanted to some rounds. He might not get rounds in tonight.
I think he wants to put on a show tonight.
Down goes Ellis again, a second time. You see the frustration on Ellis's face. We mentioned Ellis fighting well above his most comfortable weight. And everything is uncomfortable for Ellis right now as Keith Colon is looking for a first-round stoppage.
With 35 seconds left, can he get it? Or will Ellis get out of this first round?
This warning will certainly help Robin Ellis's case of maybe making it out of the round.
Look of despair on his face, Corey.
Remember, this is the money round. A monetary bonus for Keith Colon if he can close the show here. He's got a couple seconds left to work with.
There's a lot of power in that hand, in that left hand of Keith Colon.
It's a nice right hand to the body as well. Ellis trying to fight his way out of danger here.
Ellis snuck a left hook in there.
Yeah, little touch.
Robin Ellis will make it out of the round, but 2 knockdowns in the bank for Keith Colon.
Ellis got caught with that left hook. I mean, it was flush on the button, just sent him straight down. I was actually surprised that he got up from that.
Well placed.
And that was the second knockdown. The referee's just giving Ellis a chance. He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
That kid said he wants to fight over 100 fights by the end of his career, but you can't keep taking damage like that.
That's what he told us. Not fighting guys like Colon.
So round 2 underway. Dominant start for Keith Colon with Robin Ellis on the canvas twice. And Barack, as you just mentioned, Robin Ellis did tell us that one of his goals is to have 100 professional fights, but unfortunately with this streak of stoppage losses that he's on, at a certain point it won't be medically advisable to continue.
No, not at all. And I also like that he's not just concerned with fighting, but he's also saying that I'm doing well with my money. I'm investing. I want to get into real estate. I'm investing in stocks already. Yeah. So he has a plan with those 100 fights.
And I think that, certain commissions, if he keeps with this streak, won't even allow him to fight in certain states.
Robin Ellis really, really loves the sport. His background on his cell phone is a picture of Chalky Wright and some other really old school fighters, and this is a man who just wants to get in the ring as often as possible.
See, Colon is taking his time there, and he's timing it perfectly.
There was Ellis again. He's buzzed by that first right hand. This one waved off, and Keith Colon is 6 for 6 to start his pro career with 6 knockouts.
He almost leaned back on the ropes, a little disappointed where he didn't get that clean knockout that he really was anticipating.
I don't even think it's about that. I think it's like, you know, another day at the office. I really wanted to get some rounds. This guy's not on my level. It is what it is. I did what I was supposed to do.
Got the win. He was on to 6-0 with 6 knockouts.
Sloan, who was a member of both the U.S. and Puerto Rican national teams as an amateur, represented both countries internationally. Off to a roaring start in his pro career. As we take a look back at the handiwork of the 22-year-old Keith Colon.
Total domination. That right hand right there snuck in, wobbled Ellis. And the referee was smart enough to say, okay, I seen this young 29-year-old take a little bit too much punishment. I got to stop this fight.
Great decision.
Keith Colon has yet to be to the end of round 2 in his pro career.
He's not going 3 rounds anytime soon. No, but he wants a step-up fight. He wants to fight the guys that are undefeated or the guys that's 19-1, the guys that's been there, you know, and I think he's ready.
Well, those steps up for him, at least right now, they're coming in the gym. He was Richards and Hitchens, one of his main sparring partners, as Hitchens prepares for his bout tomorrow night at the Madison Square Garden Theater here on DAZN against George Kambosos.
Also sparred with Amanda Serrano. You know, the kid only has 75 amateur fights. I mean, I know that's a lot, but it's, you know, some fighters have 150.
And maybe that's a good thing.
He's just a naturally talented kid, I think.
Maybe not so much wear and tear in the amateurs.
Keith Colon with another knockout victory. It looks like we are ready to make it official. Let's send it back up to Ray Flores.
That's a stop to this contest for your winner by technical knockout and still undefeated, Keith Tsunami
Keith Colon now 6-0 with 6 knockouts. Closing the show here in Philadelphia in the second round. It's the overmatched Robin Ellis, who gave his best effort once again, but 126, this territory probably not best for him, guys.